Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Nadia. Today my video is about what I like to buy at London Drugs. I think it's something I'm excited to talk to you about because I feel like there's just not that much stuff out there for Canadian consumers. So this is a great video if you're in Canada. I'm going to talk about how much I paid for each item. Some of the items are things that I've used many times before and I love and I swear by. And then some of the things are items I have not tried yet. So if that's something you want to see, keep watching. Okay, so the first product is a cleansing gel. It is called Biotherm Acene, I think. So Acene is the brand. It is French. Why I love it. So it's huge. It is 400 milliliters. I paid $26 for it, Canadian. All the prices I'm gonna say today are gonna be in Canadian. And the reason that I love it so much is because in one wash, it takes off my entire face of makeup. And I've never in my life have I had that with any other cleanser. So, yeah. The 400 milliliter bottle, which is the only one it comes in, it is good enough to last me for 5 months. So 5 months for $26, that's like $5 a month, I think, right? So I really like it. The story behind this brand, I want you to see it, Acene. My ring light is like reflecting in it. Oh, there we go. The story behind this brand is basically it started at a skin hospital where they treat people with very severe burns or like extremely unusual rashes. And they do like skin grafting and all this stuff at the hospital, and they had their own hospital skincare line. I guess it's like a private hospital. I don't know how healthcare works in France, but and this was the line. And so it's super sensitive. They have tons of creams and stuff too, but I don't really bother with them. This is the one that I do buy. And I love it. So 400 milliliters lasts me 5 months for $26. And it is soap free. It says you can use it for your body too, which I've never done. The first ingredient is thermal spring water. And honestly, so when I cleanse with it, it's astringent enough to completely take off all my makeup in one go. Like this face right now, completely gone in one go. But also it doesn't like dry and like suck my skin either, which is what I really like, because yeah, it's just kind of like exactly what I need. I don't have acne, so I can't say if it's good for people who are acne prone, but I do really like it. Big recommend. The next thing is L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. So the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte is even what I've had incredible makeup artists work on me, like for like Playboy cover. And even the makeup artist actually used this on me that day. It's top recommended. Like back in 2016 or 17, I Googled what is the top reviewed foundation, and this is what comes up. So even though it's drugstore, it's really good. It does make your skin matte. I'm not wearing it right now, but I've used it many times. It does make your skin very matte. It's very full coverage, and I pay, I believe, $17.99 for it. Yes, I do. So I really recommend this. I don't wear makeup longer than like 4 or 5 hours, but this for sure is a makeup that can last 8 hours. I'm very certain, very certain. Okay, my next item is the Biotherm Aqua Balance Flash Masks. I've tried them in every color. There's a pink one and a teal one, or like a green color one. I love them so much. They're $12. Let me just make sure. Yeah, they're exactly $12. The reason I love them is sometimes if I've been drinking a lot of coffee or having a lot of late nights and I just need like some fresh moisture, these really do the trick. They feel luxurious, they smell luxurious. They're $12, which I know is a bit more for a sheet mask compared to other brands, but the thing is, I don't really feel comfortable putting like a cheap $2 mask on my face. I just don't. And so I like the Biotherm ones a lot. And also I think if you really like them, I believe they sell like a gel mask tub of them for more as like a different option. So if you really like your sheet mask and you want to buy them all the time, then you can actually get a tub and like put the gel on your face, whatever is in this packet. So I really like them. They do have a salicylic acid one, I think is the pink one. And I know if I've ever had a breakout, I like to use that one. So that's an option too if you have a lot of acne. Okay, my favorite are Ardell lashes. They are inexpensive, and the reason I love them is because they're comfortable to put on. And when I've tried like the luxury lashes that are at Sephora, or just like, you know, the really floofy ones that are just very bushy and Kim Kardashian looking, the wire is always so strong that it hurts me. It hurts the crap out of my eye, and I don't like that. So I like these because the wire is, it's not even a wire, it's just very flexible plastic. They have the same look to me, and they're just my favorite. What do I pay for them? $9.99, so they're $10, and you can get packs of them where it's 4 of them for $20 at London Drugs, and I love that. Double Up is one of my favorite. Right now it's my favorite, the Double Up ones, because they're just so bushy and they look great. Like I wore them for Halloween, and I like to wear them for more special occasions, or if I'm going to be shooting a lot of content in a day, I like to wear these. They also have the wispies and just like more natural looking ones, and I like them all. I like them all for different occasions. Use them 100,000,000 times, and they're super, super great and awesome. Hey, okay, so the next 4 items I'm going to show you are all things that I've never used before, except for one thing. And I just want to say I'm having a tough time breathing. I've had really rough asthma the past few days because I accidentally was eating something that I'm allergic to. So I just need to take time and take breaths. So, okay, I'm so excited to talk about this. So this is Garnier Cream. It was $8.50. I don't know why. For some reason I thought I paid $25 for it, but I didn't. $8.50. And the reason I found it, so it says Garnier Skin Active Hydrating Cream 3-in-1 Day, Night, and Mask. And it's so funny. I was in London Drugs. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I was in London Drugs, and I was thinking to myself, because I knew I wanted to make a video, but I didn't just want to like buy anything. And the whole idea in my head was somebody on YouTube recently was saying that their viewers were asking for a dupe for La Mer. And I thought, oh my God, that's such a great idea. I've actually never used La Mer, but I've read the description many times in different ways. And so I felt like I would find something. And they don't sell Pond's at London Drugs, or they do, but it was sold out. And then what I was thinking to myself was, I don't want a day cream, I don't want a night cream, I want something that I can just put on whenever I want. Because sometimes with the night creams that I do have, sometimes I wear them in the day if I feel like I want it. And then sometimes I put my day creams on at night. Not always, I wasn't always like that. It's just, I don't know, lately I just do whatever I want. You know, whatever my skin is feeling, that's what I do. And so I wanted something that had that flexibility. So then anyway, I found this. This is what it looks like. And it says day, night, or mask. And the reason I love it, and I put some on last night, it has a really fresh scent. It's like really creamy, and when I put it on my face last night, I had like this almost like glisten. It was not oily, it wasn't greasy, but there was like a layer of almost like, I don't want to say shine because I don't want it to turn people off. It wasn't like shiny, it was just like glistening. Like you could tell that I was hydrated. Almost like, you know, when people like mist themselves with the Evian kind of stuff, that's what this did. And it's not pilly. It absorbed right into my skin. My skin's probably thirsty because I go tanning, but it went right into my skin. A little goes a long way, and it was just very like luxurious feeling, and I'm really happy about it. I'm gonna keep using it, and I might even tell you guys how I feel like in 2 weeks. But I think if you can't find Pond's, or if you want a La Mer dupe, I think this is just such a wonderful product. So far, so good. I've only found reviews for this product for the rose water version online, which is not the same. And it had not the best reviews. It had people saying that it was like pilly, and even if they used a little amount, it would like pill off. And this I did not have that with. And I'm wondering if it's because my skin was more thirsty than that person, or maybe because this one is the new version and I couldn't see the rose water one at the store. So maybe they came out with this to replace it. But this I freaking love. I encourage you to go buy it. It was $8.50, and it really, like, you know, I've used Olay Regenerist, and that one was pilly, by the way. And I've used a lot of Olay products. I like Olay. My mom uses Olay, and the whole thing about my mom is she puts like no effort into anti-aging. Not to expose my mom, she puts no effort in, and she looks pretty darn good for 62. Like, she looks pretty incredible. So she uses Olay, so I started using Olay because I'm like, maybe there's something to this. And then I would say this is better than Olay, and it cost less, and it felt more luxurious. It smelled really good. It went right in my skin. It looked hydrated. So anyway, I'm like raving and raving. I really liked this, and I think that if you are out there and you're like, oh, like what would a La Mer dupe be like the drugstore version of La Mer? I've never used La Mer, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say I think this is it. So, okay, next thing, almost last, is the e.l.f. Total Sponge. So I've actually used this before. I love sponges. I love the way they put the makeup on. I did not use a sponge today, but my only complaint is that I feel like every time I clean them, I never know if they're clean. Like, I always feel like there's more product in there that I need to get out. And then I also never feel like they're dry after I've cleaned them. So that's kind of like, I don't buy sponges much, or I'm like, I don't know, I'm sponge hesitant, but I got this sponge. I've used it before. I had a pink one before. And how much do I pay? Is $8, like a fraction of the cost of a beauty blender. So I really recommend this. $8 at London Drugs. I really like it. And they had tons of different ones, like different little shapes, and there's like 3 packs and stuff like that. So $8 for a beauty sponge. Can't go wrong. Next, I got a blush brush from e.l.f. too. Now, I've used a couple e.l.f. brushes in the past. They're not the best, but they're cheap. So it's kind of okay. This one I don't think will be a problem because it's like a floofy brush. The brushes that I bought in the past were like stiff brushes. So I don't really think I'm gonna have a problem with this. I like this. And the reason I bought this, hold on, let me tell you the price. Oh my goodness, this was $5. $5. So, and it looks like it's gonna be fine. But the reason I bought it was because I wanted to try this. Hold on. Marcelle Velvety Blush. And this is so crazy because I remember seeing this in Superstore when I was like 13 years old. And I remember I used to want to try it so bad. And I don't know, I didn't have my own money at the time, so it just never happened. And then I saw this and it triggered the memory because I used to go tanning when I was 13, which is so terrible. And I started going tanning again. So I'm like, oh, like I want to be really tanned. And instead of wearing like a bronzer blush, I just want to pop on some blush. So the Marcelle blush is $13.99. It's the third most expensive item I bought today, $13.99. And I really like this color. Let's just crack it open and see what goes on. And Marcelle, for you American watchers, I believe is only a Canadian brand. I believe it started in Quebec, but I could be wrong. It's pretty good. Can you see it? Ooh, let's swatch it. I've never swatched before. Here we go. Woo! Let's do it. Oh, it's very sheer, which is good because I'm gonna want to not have it like just like be like bam. I'm really excited. Look how wrinkly my hands are. Okay, anyway. Woo! So I got this. I'm really excited to use it. I'm probably going to put it on tomorrow and like use my brushes and my sponge and the L'Oreal stuff. So anyway, $14 for the blush. I'm going to list everything with the price down below. I love London Drugs. I used to be a Shoppers Drug Mart girl, and then I moved to a different neighborhood, and I hate the Shoppers in this neighborhood. It's just retarded. The way it's set up is just insane. So I go to London Drugs now. I really like London Drugs. They have almost everything there. My only like real issue is, I swear to God, I think it's a touch more expensive, or I feel like they charge more tax. And I know that sounds crazy, but I swear no matter what budget I set for myself, I always go slightly over it, even if it's like $5 over. And I'm always like, because that doesn't happen other places. But like I set $100 budget for this today and like to make the video and stuff. And I ended up spending $113.63. And guess what? $12 of that was tax. $12.17. So it's like, that just seems like so much. I don't know. Maybe I just don't notice tax other places, or maybe it's built into the price at some places. So that's my only like frustration with London Drugs. But other than that, I'm loving it. I love it there. They have so many nice things there, and that's my story. So thank you so much if you watched this far. It means the world to me if you like, comment, or subscribe. Thank you, and come back if you want to see more videos like this. Hey guys, there was a couple things that I forgot to mention that I just really wanted to add. So about the Garnier Cream, it's 200 milliliters. And the reason I thought that was interesting was because so many tubs of cream at London Drugs were only 100 milliliters. Like the Olay products are typically 100. And then same with the L'Oreal, I think, and Nadia and stuff like that. So it just felt like that was a good deal. And even the Pond's, even though it was sold out, I did see the label, and Pond's is 190 milliliters. So it is a lot of bangage for your dollar. And then also, I wish that I said this earlier, but one of the very first ingredients of this Garnier cream is aloe vera. So I think that's great, especially like I go tanning because I get really bad seasonal depression now. I never used to, but now it hits me so hard. And I think having aloe just can really do it for my skin. So I wanted to add those couple of things because I'm really excited by the product, and it was kind of like, for me, it was the highlight of my video. So that's it. Thank you. Bye.